in Week 1. The Vikings lost a thriller in their last matchup against the Lions. Can Detroit do it again? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Minnesota. And this will go as a touchback. Begin things at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one. So they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they'll run it here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now. It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. We're scoreless after 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time. Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time. As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Push it back. Push it back.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluded, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now they try the right side here. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. We'll check on his status when we get back. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half-step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is Coleman with a grab. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 4. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game. Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Oliver. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Coleman has it here right side. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. As the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is down to 4. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Back to throw is Carter on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before break. Carter flushed out right. Carter a first down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Carter now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you could drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Carter throwing on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
126 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Now a handoff looking right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Carter to throw on second down. A throw caught here by Morton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And in for the Lions touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at it
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Carter, off play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch. But he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Carter. Throwing left side. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw. Carter escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
But this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Oliver. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Giving up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Oliver. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 2nd and 2. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off play action. Carter. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Lions are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll come.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Back to throw is Carter on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Kennedy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. off the play fake. Carter eluding the pressure right. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Carter. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Carter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Lions, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.